Hey, what's up, guys? My name is Colin, and this is Guys with Grit, the channel dedicated to empowering men to live their lives with integrity. I know I've taken a little bit of a hiatus recently. I've been doing a little bit of a different kind of social distancing. I've been distanced from YouTube for a little bit, but never fear, I'm back, and I'm really excited because I have a few things in the pipeline that I think you guys are really going to enjoy. But basically, the idea of today's video, just wanted to talk briefly about the times that we are living in right now. And I realize you've probably already had 20,000 conversations about it, just like I have. But it was kind of crazy. I was thinking today about you guys, and I was thinking about just the idea of quarantine in general. And if you're living in any state right now that has a shelter-in-place order, you know what I'm talking about. I live in Illinois, and we have been on a shelter-in-order now for about a week, or maybe even a little over a week. I can't even remember. But regardless, it strips away a lot of our freedom. And in turn, it probably is presenting a lot of boredom to a lot of people. Now, I want to be really sensitive to everything that's happening right now. I know that the coronavirus and the quarantines are affecting a lot of different people in a lot of different ways. And I really want to be sensitive and respectful to that. And if you are going through a tough time because of that right now, my heart hurts for you, my heart breaks for you. If there's any way that I can pray for you personally, my contact information is in the info section on my channel. So check that out. Feel free to send me an email, comment below. I would be happy to pray for you any way that I can. But aside from that, what I was thinking about today was boredom. And I started thinking about my own personal experiences with boredom. And if you've watched any of my previous videos, you know that a lot of my struggles with lustful temptations, watching pornography, came at a time when I was bored. And I just didn't feel like I had anything else to do at the time. And so I'm thinking today, like, man, if there are guys out there that are still struggling with that temptation to watch pornography or to look at explicit content, you know, whether it's on the internet or Netflix or wherever it is, I thought that must be so difficult, especially during a time like this, when we're quarantined, when we literally can barely go anywhere outside of our own home. And so inevitably, what that will lead to is just not knowing what to do. And we're all kind of in this self-preservation mindset right now. We're all in survival mode. And a lot of times what can come from that is just wanting to feel good. And I totally understand that. It's normal, it's naturally, we all want to feel good. But the problem comes when we take that want and turn it into something unhealthy, or if we satisfy it in an unhealthy way, like pornography. So I guess I just wanted to make a video to encourage you guys, to encourage you to stay strong through this time, to encourage you, if you're a Christ follower, to lean more into the Word, lean more into Scripture, and really, really lean into God during this time. If you find yourself getting bored, if you find yourself just not knowing what to do, and by default you turn to explicit content to help yourself feel better, let me just say, I understand, I get it, but we need to really find healthy ways to satisfy those desires. And it can kind of seem like, well, what else am I going to do? Well, I have a couple of suggestions if you're willing to hear me out. But one thing you could do is try to teach yourself something new. Watch some YouTube videos and try to develop a new skill. Recently, I actually got into photography myself, and I didn't go to school for it, never really knew I had a passion for it until I started learning about it. And so I would just go online and read a bunch of articles and watch a whole bunch of videos, because there's a lot to photography. And so I literally just started teaching myself photography, and it was really cool to be able to kind of teach myself a new skill. So that could be one thing that you guys do during the quarantine in your free time, is to try to learn something new. And obviously there's a whole bunch of other things that you can do, but man, like, what better time than now to literally hit the reset button? What better time than now than to try to defeat these temptations that can creep up in our lives? Because I'm telling you, if you can defeat temptations now, when boredom is probably pretty pervasive, if you can defeat it in a climate like this, when you get back to your normal life after this whole thing is over, it's going to be smooth sailing from there, because you're going to be able to fill your time with more things than just staying at home all the time. So I would really, really encourage you, if you still struggle with lust or pornography or anything like that, take this time that we are in right now. Take advantage of this time and work on defeating these temptations, because you can do it. I know you can. I've been there. I've been able to overcome them, and it's an incredible thing. It's an incredible thing, and I'm not perfect, but I've overcome the big things, I guess you could say, like pornography. If you need any advice or tips or tools or anything like that, you can actually check out some of my previous YouTube videos on overcoming different types of temptations, and I'll throw a couple of links in the description so that you can check those out. But take a watch and look at some of my previous content, and hopefully that'll really help you. I'm gonna pray for you during this time. I really, really felt for you guys today, and that's why I wanted to make this video, just as a little bit of encouragement during unprecedented times in our lives. So one last thing, got something kind of cool in the works. My wife and I are actually working on a 3-part video series on Christian dating, sexual purity kind of a thing. So we've already recorded one of the videos. We haven't posted it yet, but we are working on that, and I'm really excited for it. I think it's gonna really help some people out there, because the Bible doesn't say a whole lot about Christian dating per se. So we're gonna give a little bit of our own experience of what, you know, we went through, where we kind of fell short, things that we stayed strong in, how we encouraged each other and grew together. So I'm really excited, so make sure you stay tuned for that, because it's coming very soon. So thanks for watching, guys. I love you all, and again, if you need anything, just comment below, send me an email. My email address is in the info section on my YouTube channel, so I would love to hear from you. I'd love to pray for you, but stay strong out there, and I will see you very soon.